we'll start with our same stretch movement we always start with. So let's start right foot forward, left foot back, and reach up, look up, and then send your hips back and lift your front toes. And let's do a few more like that. There were some specific requests today for some hip stretches and an upper spine stretch, so we will get into those as well. All right, go ahead and switch your feet around and reach up and hinge back. And you can, of course, switch things up with your speed if you feel like you want to hold it a little longer, if something feels extra tight. Let's do last one on this side. And come back to the center. Okay, so we're going to take feet slightly wider than hip width apart. We're going to do a little bit of the hip flow that I do in a lot of other classes. So hands on hips and start with hip circles. You guys probably recognize some of these movements from some of these other classes. Let's go the other way. And then back to the center, we're going to do reaches. So reach up really tall, bend your knees a little bit, and reach for the floor. But let's do that. You can bend your knees as much as you need to, because hamstrings might be a little tight right now. All right, we're going to go into a lunge position. So let's take right foot forward, left foot back. If you want, you can drop the back knee to the ground, so you're not having to hold that back leg up. And then left hand can come to the floor or stay on your hip, and what we're going to do is push the knee in and out. This is called a hip distraction. And then from where you are, either hand on hip or hand on the floor, we're going to do a rotation up and down. I kind of find this one a little easier to execute if you've got a hand on the floor. Okay, let's come back up all the way and switch legs. So find your lunge position, either high or low. I kind of prefer low on this one. And then we're going to do those hip distractions. Push the knee in and out. It's an assisted stretch. And then let's do the rotation. Elbow in and reach. And we'll come all the way back up. We're going to go to wide legs and move side to side. So feet are going to be parallel to each other, and try and keep your toes straight forward instead of maybe flared out a little bit. Okay, now we've got to rock forward and back. So you're going to push your hips back and up, and then bend your knees and rock forward. And as your hips move back and up, let your gaze move to the ground, so you're looking down. So your neck stays in line with the rest of your spine. Okay, walk your hands up and step back in. Okay, a little bit more warm up. Let's do a little more spine movement. So arms up in the air. We're going to step right and reach left. So some lateral movement through your spine. And again, as you move through these, really try and get your spine really long. Maybe even push your shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, go the other way. One thing we don't want to do is increase tension in your neck and shoulders. So if you find that this is causing tension, maybe drop your arms a little bit. They don't have to be straight. Last one. Okay, shake the hands out a little bit. You've probably been doing some typing. We're going to move on to the stretch that Robin requested now that we've got the spine warmed up. So take hands behind your head. We've done this one a lot. Take left foot forward, right foot back. Now we're going to twist to the left. So you twist basically as far as you can without really pushing too hard. Then you dip the elbow, lift up, twist further, Dip the elbow, lift up, twist and hold. Relax neck and shoulders. Then we're going to slowly come back to the center. Okay, switch your feet. And your chin always stays in line with your chest. So if you're tempted to look at the screen while you're doing this, resist that temptation and keep your chin moving with your chest and your elbows. So here we go, other side now. Right foot is now forward, twist to the right, dip the elbow, lift up, twist again, dip the elbow, lift up, twist again. Now hold here, relax neck and shoulders, keep the spine long, and then come back to the center, release the arms. Okay, let's shake it out a little bit. We're gonna do some quick calf stretching because when we sit all the time, there's no weight put on our feet and our calves tend to get really tight and you might not even know your calves are tight. So let's go to a lunge position. Let's do right foot forward, left foot back. And we've done these before. Push up and down on the toes. And then push the back heel down. And then try and push the back knee down as well. And that might feel really tight, which is totally normal. Okay, now we're gonna come up and move your back foot back even further. Okay, nice big lunge. And now push the heel down. We're not gonna try and push the knee down this time because we've got a much deeper dorsiflexion in the ankle. So it's a little harder to bend the back knee on this one, and we don't need it right now. Okay, let's switch legs. So start with like a medium lunge stance, back heel up, and then push the heel up and down. This just helps bring awareness to the muscles there. It's kind of just like a prep to get them ready. And then push the heel down. It might not go all the way down. I think this side's tighter for me, so it feels like it's not gonna go as far. And then let's try and bend the back knee a little bit. Yep, it's tighter. Hold a little longer. And let's bring it up and step back further. Nice long lunge. Okay, and now try and push the back heel down. Hold there. Tight calves. We don't even know what happens until we try to move them. And then come all the way back up. Okay, let's do feet about hip width apart. We're gonna take an inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, just the left hand is gonna drop. Okay, and try and move your hand up your back. Okay, and then the right hand drops to meet the left fingers. Now, if you have a tendency to let your ribs flare forward like I do, squeeze your glutes and pull your abs in. Because we don't want to flare the ribs. And it's probably kind of challenging to get that back arm up your back, especially if you're left-handed. So if you're right-handed, this next side is going to be even harder. Let's take an inhale, both arms up. Exhale, release the right hand, move it up your back. Left fingers drop. This side might be tighter if you're right-handed, and then pull your ribs in, squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone, and engage your abs here. Maybe even push your head into your top arm. If you find that you're kind of crouching, make sure you lift your sternum, push your head back. And then release your arms. Okay, let's shake hands out on this one. Take wide feet and do some inhales while reaching up. And exhale, fold all the way towards the floor. Hands sweep. Let's just take a few breaths. Then release your arms. Let's bring feet together. Some more quick stretches with the hands. So spread fingers really wide and then make fists. Open and close. Get your hands ready for stretching again. I mean, not stretching, typing. Typing again. And then hands together, point them at your chest, pull them away. Sometimes we forget about our forearm muscles and how much they get used. So to finish up, if you have your palm facing down, you've got this muscle, this kind of bump right on top of your arm. If you find that muscle and just start to dig into it, you will probably find some tenderness in there. Those are your typing muscles. So maybe once a day, give them a quick massage. Let's do the other side. Work through those muscles. And then hopefully we have released a little tension in there. Thanks for joining today, you guys. You are all done.